I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, our first item on the agenda is GTI Warwick Opportunities LLC application for site plan approval and special use permit for the use and construction of a utility substation, yard, transmission and distribution lines, aka Orange and Rock Utilities, situated on tax parcel Section 46, Block 1, Lot 48.21, parcel located on the southern side of John Hicks Drive, 95 John Hicks Drive, in the OI zone of the Town of Warwick, County of Orange, State of New York. Representing the applicant.
Can you state your name?
Good evening, Mr. Chairman.
Is your mic on?
Just push the red. There you
Got
go.
it. I'll say that again. Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. My name is Adam Rodriguez. I'm an attorney with a law firm, Blakely, Platt and Schmidt. I represent the applicant on these two applications, Orange and Rockland Utilities. The application before you, as you're aware, we've been before you before, is for site plan approval and a special use permit to construct a transfer substation here. The substation will be on parcel approximately 3.4 acres. There's going to be 3 transformers, which you can see on the site plan. I think page 8, yeah, 8 is the, yeah. Right. You can see sort of the 3 transformers there depicted. The capacity is going to be 138 kilovolts, which I think is sort of, you know, more a long-term goal. I think it's about half of that in the near term is anticipated. No variances are required. We have representatives here, as you can see, from O&R and CHA, the engineering consultant. So if the board has any questions or would like a more in-depth explanation of the technology, what's going to happen there, you know, we're certainly willing to provide that. If not, you know, I would ask that the hearing be opened and any comments be received.
You took care of the second comment discussing the project, so the planning board discusses the facts.
Okay, so the board has adopted part 2. The applicant did submit a part 3, but they submitted it yesterday. So we need some time to go through that and report on the planning board on the suitability. Additionally, we had one other comment in our memo regarding the visual impact analysis. Particularly, the visual impact analysis shows views during leaf-on conditions. We question whether the board will accept the leaf-on analysis. A leaf-off analysis might show more visibility, particularly on Lower Wisdom Road.
Okay. Any comments on that from the board? Would you like to see the leaf-off analysis, or? I mean, I think it's tucked away pretty well there, personally.
I agree with you, Ben.
Okay. Something we can still discuss. Okay, comment 3, Conservation Board, no comments received. 4, ARB, no comments received. Town of Warwick Building Department, there won't be any comments. Number 6, Orange County Planning Department, 7/11/25, advisory comments, time of year, limited tree clearing, minimized tree removal due to nearby wetlands, replace trees with native species. 7, Town of Warwick standard notes for limits of disturbance and lighting notes should be included on the plans. 8, Section 16446J, 31, public utility, transportation, and communication uses shall be subject to such conditions as the planning board may impose to protect and promote the health, safety, and general welfare of the community and the character of the neighborhood in which the proposed structure is to be constructed. This comment will remain, and any approval will be subject to this requirement. Okay?
Yes.
9, Section 16446J, 81, no land or building shall be used or occupied in any manner as to create any dangerous, injurious, noxious, or otherwise objectionable fire, explosive or other hazard, noise or vibration, smoke, dust, electromagnetic or other disturbance. Glare, liquid or solid refuse or waste or other substance, condition, or element in such a manner or in such amount to adversely affect the reasonable use of the surrounding area or adjoining premises referred to herein as dangerous or objectionable elements, provided that any use permitted or not expressly prohibited by this chapter may be undertaken and maintained if it conforms to the regulation of this section, limiting dangerous and objectionable elements at the point of the termination of their existence. Please add this note to the plans.
May I have 1 second?
Absolutely.
No objection.
10, applicant does acknowledge need for a freshwater wetlands, Article 24 permit from the New York State DEC. Still incomplete on how long the timber mats are expected to remain in place. Duration of the construction does not answer the question. Please express as a range of months if appropriate.
Yes.
Yeah, no objection.
11, grading and construction fence extends past the property line on the south and east property line. Sheet 9, applicant to clarify. Applicant indicated that an easement is being obtained. Please add to the plans.
One at a time.
No objection.
12, applicant indicated that deer fence detail, including an access gate, will be added. Please clarify the location within the plan set. What's the matter?
No, no, it's okay.
I read it wrong.
No, you did.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Always support by the engineer makes my life so much easier. Number 13, the location of the sound survey seemed to be quite far from the sensitive receptors identified as well as the property line. Please explain why a sound survey was performed at the two locations identified. Neither seem to be near sensitive receptors, residences, or at the property line. Please provide the distance measurements from the sound survey locations to the sensitive receptors and property line. Please provide ambient noise levels at property line and sensitive receptor locations. Please include rationale for the sound survey locations in the report.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Comments 13 through 20 are related to the noise.
Oh, so these are just engineering comments that we could put for the record, and I'm sure they can work through with the engineer.
Correct.
So 13 through what?
20.
Okay, so I don't mean to discount them, but, so 13 through 20 for the record. Thank you, Madam Engineer. 21, please confirm that 911 addresses with the building department.
Confirmed.
Wait, who's speaking? Because you got
It's
The
confirmed.
attorney.
All right, thank you.
22, electrical and pipe jacking drawings are currently pending review. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, they've been
23,
submitted.
please provide reference to the crossing specific subsurface investigation and/or geotechnical data report describing the materials the contractor should expect to encounter at the depths planned for the subject conventional bore crossings. So
I-
we're waiting on that.
Yeah, I think they've been provided. They're going to be reviewed.
Okay,
We're fine with
that was
that.
yesterday, right?
Correct.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
24, provided map notes saying that no construction, proposed use shall begin until the maps are signed by the planning board chairman and building department permits are obtained. Sheet 1 of 20. 25, applicant to submit certification of iron pin placement from the surveyor.
My understanding it's been provided. Yep.
Perfect. 26, surveyor to sign and seal drawing.
Also submitted. Yep.
27, applicant to provide a performance bond for any proposed erosion control or drainage infrastructure. A landscape bond will be required for any proposed plantings. Site inspection fees will be determined based on the amount of the bonds. Okay. 28, payment of all fees. Good.
I
Any
think, yeah.
comments, concerns from the board at this point? No? As I said, this is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to address the board on the O&R substation, please rise, come forward, state your name for the record. You could go there, you come right here, it doesn't matter, come straight up. We could get on the recording.
Close in person.
Absolutely.
My name's Bob Schluter, Schluter. My wife and I own the property, probably the only residential property impacted by that. It's adjacent to our house. I want to make it clear, I'm not here to oppose the project. The project's obviously needed for the town's growth, towns around us, solar, all that good stuff. I've been dealing with Orange and Rockland for a little over 4 years since this became a real concept. We have a good relationship. Everything's going fine. We're communicating. But there's one thing that disturbs me. And, there's a 150-foot wide swath of our forest that's going to get clear cut for the transmission lines to come in. So we bought this house 15 years ago to have a really nice mile-plus long driveway back in the woods, just nature sites, and, understand that the nature of our view is going to be severely impacted because we're looking from our house right at this thing now, right through a 150-foot wide cliff. My communication with O&R has been, like I said, really good, but the last piece of communication, as I saw the plans, when I was looking for elevations, it's upgrade,
probably about 20 foot from where our house sits, and we look right into the substation. So there's a fence around it, and our simple request was that they put slats in the fence. And O&R said, we can't do that for security reasons. So I asked, what's security? So they explained that slats can go in an 1.5 inch wide fence.
1 inch.
And they need 1 inch so people can't climb.
We also need to see through the fence.
So, you know,
Well,
this
wait.
is,
Just, Bob, adjust the board, we'll get to the,
okay. So, you know, being in the security industry for a little bit, I have some knowledge of this and I felt that since their answer was, it was just, there was no slats commercially available for the 1 inch fence, I found a slitter re-reeler that's willing to create the grain slats that could go in the 1 inch fence and satisfy the need. And Orange and Rockland replied to me saying that, well, that's not our business because we subcontract that out. So I asked, can the subcontractor, you know, get in touch with me and I can hook them up with the re-reeler, and crickets. So I haven't heard anything about that. I think that my request is a pretty simple one. It has a significant visual impact. I mean, we're stuck looking at a substation. I just would not like to look through it, you know, and see.
so that's on one
switchgear.
side of the fence?
Yeah, just one side, just the side that's facing our house.
Sec. Now I'm gonna ask you the question, just come up here so I get your name on the record. I get- Now, so I don't know what the planning board's feeling is, it doesn't seem like an unreasonable request, I mean, to me personally, I haven't polled the board. Is that something that can be done, or is it, what is the?
Jennifer P. Barnes, Rockland.
Okay.
Project manager.
Okay, so, yeah, now I would like to hear what you have to say about that.
So I'm not the security expert, but we did take your concerns to the security folks. We did in-depth look through different products. The engineering team did look through different products. Security concerns, we need to see through the fence, unfortunately, so it's not just climbing. We have a 1 inch requirement. We can't find any slots or no way that we protect climbing and allow us to see through. We've looked at sheeting in the past, but we've had problems with them flying off and up into the lines, into the bus and on outages. So that's unfortunately not a solution. I think there was a little misunderstanding with your request to look at, we don't have a subcontractor yet. We're out to bid, we don't have a contractor. Generally, that material is procured under contractor, which was, we don't like have it in stock, right?
Right,
Share with you. If I did, I'd be happy to share with you and say, hey, what can we
It's not like you do
Right.
these every day.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
that is something that is procured by the contractor, but I'm saying entirely as part of the bid package that goes out with it. We don't have one yet.
Well, can I stop you here? Is there something that can be provided so we can at least see?
Additional planting, we have some additional planting proposals, we've gone back and forth with our tree folks. There's a few problems here, right? We have to protect the station from a security standpoint, and from a breaching standpoint, and so that we can see through, we do patrol our stations, right? And there's-
So when you say see-through, you are very aware of the
Yes.
elevation, the retaining wall. So the fence sits up on a retaining wall
But it's level with the road where our security will be across.
from the inside. Right, but from our side, where my view is, I'm looking up, looking at this
Yes.
fence, and there's a retaining wall. So why is there the need to see through? Is that so that a security guard who's walking the perimeter of the fence can look through and see if somebody's inside? Because all you can see from the outside is the inside of the substation. And 3 sides of the substation you can clearly see in because there's no slats.
Yeah.
So why would the 4th side need to be transparent?
Right, so we did discuss that, we did let them know, there's only one side that is a concern right now.
And
We
it's
still have-
on a retaining wall,
Yeah.
so it's not like at
Yeah,
grade
it's
level.
pretty short right there, it is
Yeah.
climbable, we did look at that also, we said, hey, is it realistically climbable, can we look at it?
Yeah, at one end it is.
Right.
It gets bigger as it goes
At the-
across. Right.
At the road side, it was pretty shallow, I think it was about 2 feet, we did look at it.
Right.
We did pull up all of these scenarios and discuss all these concerns, we did go into length to try and find a solution for it. Plantings under transmission lines are also a problem, we looked at
Right,
different
well,
plantings.
that's why I didn't say.
But they're a
because
risk to our lines and reliability.
There's species that, because we have the transmission line running through our property right now, So every year they come through to make sure there are no plants that are incompatible species. So we always honor that, and everything's good.
Well, you know, and I just thought of something, and as a hunter, they have these hunting blinds that actually you could see through the material. They would block a view coming in, but you could see, you know, whichever way you put them, you could see through them.
Sure.
So I don't know if that's even a viable, or so, all I'm saying is, I think that
I think that
We-
might
we
address what she was saying about cheating,
cheating
worrying
without blowing,
Right, yeah, these are,
That's the
they need
concern, if they
to be
come.
physically attached
They can cause injury
Plantings would
to
be
the-
the-
to a point. I really think you should, I think the gentleman has a very valid concern. I truly do.
100%.
So I think,
Yeah.
no, no,
You know a lot.
I think, no, I understand, but now it's brought to the board's attention, and listen, you have 18 people here. I think one of the 18 can definitely come up with something. Go to the drawing board and figure something out and provide it to the board that screens from that
This
side.
can't be the first time.
Absolutely
this-
not.
that this-
And I really don't think it's a major issue, but it's an issue that should be addressed.
It's not a major issue unless you're.
Well, no,
living
but you understand what I'm saying, that it's not like, I think where the substation is being placed, and I said this before, is a great location. It really is. I truly think something can be done to do something
one
to.
side.
Exactly, to mitigate this thing,
If
so.
it was two sides, okay, now some nefarious actor could do, you know, but on one side,
I-
a security person has a 270-degree view.
So we'll make how about this, we'll make a comment, because no action's gonna be taken today. There's some stuff that has to be brought up.
150-foot strip of woods that you referenced, has that
Width.
been taken down already?
No, because they don't have an easement yet. I'm still negotiating the easement agreement.
So if they were to preserve, would it be
They
possible?
can't because there's incompatible species, that whole thing. There can be no trees under these transmission lines.
Okay, so these.
And I get that,
These
yeah.
trees would end up underneath the
Yeah.
transmission.
Right.
Or it has a threat to them along.
Absolutely.
Right, and, you know, usually screening like that, the closer it is to the user, the shorter it has to be because of line of sight. But that transmission line goes right through our property, right on the side of our house. So we can't have,
It would be right here.
Yeah, I'd like to see, I'd like to just show.
Do you know what
because
sheet it's on?
From an angle, I think from your house, from the driveway entrance, it definitely would be visible down the corridor, but from your home, because it's at an odd angle, I don't think it would be visible. I think it's on the screen.
Well, how about this, can you show a line of sight from,
but we can point to it right here.
So it's right here.
So
Right,
that's
so this is the 150-foot wide.
correct, yeah.
This is my driveway, here's my silos, here's my house. So I look right down this thing.
Okay, I thought the house was down here
No,
further,
because
no?
here's the barn and
Okay.
there's the silo, so the house is
Okay.
right here.
Okay.
all right,
So we can do some more plantings in this area
Well,
if you'd
but
like.
here's your,
Those are just wetland mats. So
Okay.
these are just temporary during construction, they're coming out, this is where your
so
poles.
this is your existing transmission, so that's a 100-foot wide
Mm-hmm.
right of way. So if you can do tall plantings right at the outside of that 100-foot, that would help block the
Sure,
view.
absolutely, we can certainly work with that.
So you could, so that would probably settle your concern, correct? Hold on, I gotta get this stuff on the record. Excuse me, over here, I can't, these side conversations don't do the planning board a
Okay.
bit of good.
Sorry.
So over here.
Yeah, we can certainly add some plantings. there.
So,
That would-
show on the plan some plantings, show what they are, put some fairly tall ones in at initial planting.
We'll do our tree rows, we'll get you the best blocking, we'll show you a plan.
We're gonna get a good planting schedule to the planning board, and I don't wanna see 4-foot trees, let's get some,
Right,
10,
so-
12-foot
As
trees.
long as we can.
They have
Absolutely.
4 pages of this is the restoration
Yep.
plan, which I've been, we've been back and forth, and, so if your team can come out, and we can say, all right, this is the species that would be here,
Yep.
and this is the line of sight from the house, that would certainly go.
Sure.
And when you do that, can you please notify our secretary and maybe one of the board members, or our professionals will go out
For a
with you?
site meeting? Sure.
Absolutely.
Right.
I think keeps everyone on the same page.
Next week's Thanksgiving, we can
Correct?
try to
That
get
works for
all
you?
over this
I don't think the whole planning board needs to go out, but if somebody's available, we'll go out and then we understand what's going on. All right? Perfect. Anything else, Mr. Studo? You're good, thank you. All right. Any board members, any more comments, concern from the board at this point? All right, so the question is to you. Are you going to have, or to all of you, I guess, I'll ask the question, is when will you provide all of the rest of the documentation to us to review? Because if we could do one or two things. We could schedule the public hearing, adjourn this public hearing to a date, which would be December 17th.
Yes.
Our
Or
next,
January.
or January. You good?
Yeah.
So, may I?
Yeah, absolutely.
As I understand it, the only thing we're really waiting for then will be any modified plan that shows these additional plantings. So I suspect we can have that for the 17th, right?
Yes.
When would the board need that in advance of
By
the
the
meeting?
25th of November?
By the 25th of November? I think we do.
Stuff done, right, so-
If it's rushing you,
No.
don't do it, because we'll have the first meeting in January. That way there, we're not coming here again and just pushing you off. That's the only caveat I'm saying here. If you need some time, to do those rough plantings, and you're gonna have a site visit, you may wanna push it back a little. We'll do the first meeting in January.
Just 1 second.
It's been 1 week,
Yeah,
right? 23rd.
it's a week, you're pushing it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you got Thanksgiving, personally, I think I would push for January.
This is something we can do very quickly. So
Yeah, we're pretty confident.
This is not a big thing. We can probably have it uploaded, this week.
I mean, I think worst case, if we can't get in time, we could always send a communication and ask to be.
Well,
it-
now,
it be
here's the
adjourned.
problem. If I schedule the public hearing tonight for the 17th, you're having the public hearing on the 17th. We're coming, we're gonna do the same thing, saying we weren't ready and blow you off. If you want, if you know time is tight, let's push it to the first meeting in January, then you know we're golden, and you'll have the public hearing and we can take action.
Yeah, I think
That's my opinion.
I think we're confident that we'll have everything by the 25th.
All right? Then would someone care to make a motion to set the O&R project for a public hearing on the 17th of December? So moved. Is there a second? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Mr. Schluter, that is your notice. They will not be sending another notice. The public hearing for O&R will be the 17th of December. All right. Anybody have any comments, concerns? So we'll adjourn this public hearing to the 17th of December. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Folks, go out the back door, please.
All right, moving along, our second public hearing, Lauren and Catata Andreo, application for site plan approval and special use permit for the conversion of a single-family dwelling into a two-family dwelling. The property contains an existing four-bedroom primary dwelling. The applicant is proposing to extend the existing dwelling, creating a separate one-bedroom living area which will be utilized by family members situated on a tax parcel. Section 49, Block 1, Lot 62.41, parcel located at 23 Waverly on the Road in the RU zone of the Town of Warwick, County of Orange, State of New York. Representing the applicant.
Brian, with Freezer Engineering.
Brian, you have a copy of the comments?
Yes.
Brian, do you have the mail? Thank you. Mr. Chairman, we received the certified mail.
Thank you. Comment number one, planning board to discuss seeker.
This application is a type 2 action pursuant to seeker.
Thank you. Comment number two, applicant to discuss project.
Just like you said, there currently exists a single-family home, and the applicants are trying to convert it to a two-family house by building this addition. It's going to be a one-bedroom addition.
Thank you. Three, no conservation board, no comments. Four, ARB, no comments received. Number five, Orange County Planning Department. We sent to them, right, Connie? Okay. Six, Town of Warwick Building Department. 9/24/25, approvals needed for a fifth bedroom. Pool permit expires on 11/28/25, so that's upcoming. 27, Planning Board to determine if need for a site inspection. I thought we did at the work session. I think we could set a date here. Is that what we want to do?
Isn't this on for the public hearing?
This is a public, no, that's right, this is a public hearing.
We decided,
Yeah,
we
okay.
decided you didn't.
We didn't need it, that's right, that's why we have it on for the public hearing, you're right. I know, you're right, you're absolutely right. No, we talked about it at the work session, we figured we didn't need it, that's why we put it on for a public hearing. All right, I'm sorry. Getting old, all right. Well, if we'd said that, maybe it shouldn't have been on the comment, then I wouldn't have read the
I'll
comment.
just make the point, I didn't hear that.
Okay, well, you're old too.
Next.
I bet you heard that.
Number 8.
Number 8, the septic system is being analyzed by applicant to confirm if it has capacity to accommodate a 5-bedroom residence. 1,500-gallon tank is present and confirming the length of the leach field.
Yes.
9, any required soil testing for the septic system must be witnessed by the office of the planning board engineer. 10, applicant to add new 9/11 addresses for new residents. 11, the surveyor must sign and seal the plan because meets and bounds are included on the drawings. 12, surveyor to certify that iron rods have been set at all property corners. 12, 13, please add the aquifer protection overlay notes and biodiversity notes to the plan. Also add the declaration information for the plans, sheet 1 notes. And 14, payment of all fees. Any board members have any comments, concerns at this point? As I said, this is a public hearing. Anyone wishing to address the board on the Andreo site plan, please rise, come forward, state your name for the record. Let the record indicate there's no public comment. There is no seeker on this. Someone care to close the public hearing?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Someone care to give an approval with comments 8 through 14 as revised? Make an approval.
Motion for approval of special
Sorry about that, Brian.
conversion of single-family dwelling to a two-family dwelling. The property contains an existing 4-bedroom primary dwelling. The applicant is proposing to extend the existing dwelling, creating a separate 1-bedroom living area, which will be utilized by family members. Situated on tax parcel section 49, block 1, lot 62.41. Parcel located at 23 Wayland Road, in the
See how
RD
few
zone.
comments?
Town of Warwick, County of Warwick, State of New York. Comments 8 through 14 as revised.
Is there a second? Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. You're welcome. Moving along to review of submitted maps. Ziafia, Grazano, and Soulfly LLC. Application for final approval of a proposed lot line change with no proposed construction. Situated on tax parcel, section block and lot 24-135.22 and 24-136. Parcels located at 111 Glenwood Road and 197 Glenwood Road in the RU-MT zones of the Town of Warwick, County of Orange, State of New York. Representing the applicant,
Darren Stringer, plan surveyor?
you have a copy of the comments.
Yes, I do.
Comment number 1, planning board to discuss seeker.
This is a type 2 action exempt from seeker.
Thank you. Comment number 2, applicant to discuss project.
This is a lot line change on 111 and 197 Glenwood Road. This one line change of all the lines that are on the property. The 197 Glenwood Road would go from 46.7 acres to 9.6 acres. And 111 Glenwood Road would go from 18.3 acres to 55.9 acres. No proposed construction is on this plan, and we have submitted some changes from the last meeting.
All right, thank you. Comment number 3, Conservation Board, no comments received. Comment 4, ARB, no comments received. Comment number 5, Orange County Planning, 9/9/25, no advisory comments. Comment number 6, Town of Warwick Building Department, lot 35.2, open permit for 3447 for dirt removal, lot 36, expired permit for renovations. The one for the expired permit, they should take care of. The dirt permit, we know what they're doing, so that's still open. That hasn't been closed out yet. Number 7, Orange County DPW, letter received 9/23/25, no impacts to right-of-way. Number 8, Planning Board to determine if a site inspection is necessary. I don't believe that's the case. We discussed that at the work session. Number 9, a bulk table must be added to the drawings, including all existing and proposed data, section, block, and lot. Please correct the tax ID for proposed lot 2. Thank you. 10, the locations of the existing well and septic systems for lot 24-136 shall be shown on the plan. 11, please clarify what file map 302.13 is and what information is included on it.
Would that be on the map? The letter that goes in the description or on the map itself?
On the map itself, please.
Thank you.
12, applicant include all applicable standard notes on plans, including overlay protection, districts table, biodiversity and agricultural overlay, utilities, lighting, and driveway notes. 13, applicant cited library and page for the construction easement. Please submit a copy of this document. 14, please submit a copy of the drainage easement made with Orange County that has been filed in the Orange County Clerk's office. 15, please include proposed Lot 1 and Lot 2 to reference the 9/11 addresses in notes 5 and 6. Tax IDs will change when the new lots are created.
Okay.
16, provide a map note stating that no construction or proposed use shall begin until the maps are signed by the planning board chairman and building department permits are obtained. Sheet 1, general note 6, second note 6. 17, a description must be provided for the proposed lot or the land to be transferred. 18, surveyor to certify that iron rods have been set at all property corners, including existing property corners, unless an iron rod has already been installed. Complete Town of Warwick form. 19, the library and page for the agricultural and biodiversity overlay notes must be added to the plan.
Is that a submission to the clerk's office for the new library?
To the attorney, correct?
Well, I'll review it before you record it. Once it's recorded, then we'll make sure the recording information appears on the plan before it's signed.
And 20, payment of all fees. Any board members have any comments, concerns at this point? Would you request to waive the public hearing?
Yes.
The board make a motion to waive the public hearing on the Siafia Sawfry lot line change. Is there a second? Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Someone care to make a motion on a lot line approval, final proposal for a proposed lot line? And I believe, hold on, I think the comments 9 through 20 as revised.
Not 6?
Oh, and 6.
Oh, yeah, 6, I'm sorry. 6 through 20 as revised. Thank you.
Make a motion for final approval of proposed lot line change, no proposed construction situated on tax parcel section block lot 24-1-35.22, 24-1-36. Parcels located at 111 London Road, 107 London Road, in the RE M2 zones, Town of Warwick, County of Warwick, State of New York, comments 6 through 20 as above.
Really?
Second.
Is there a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. This is Sibyl.
You reach out to me, I can give you the language you need.
Did I miss something?
All right, you're all set, correct? All right. All right, moving along, Eden's Ground LLC, application for site plan approval and special use permit for the use and construction of proposed 5,000 square foot soil-based, organically grown, indoor craft cannabis grow facility located in an existing building structure, AKA Organic Grow LLC, situated on tax parcel, Section 46, Block 1, Lot 34.222, property located at 104-106 State School Road in the OI zone of the Town of Warwick, County of Warren, State of New York. Representing the applicant. Brian, you have a copy of the comments?
Yes.
Comment number 1, planning board to discuss seeker.
This application, at the last meeting, you noticed your intent to declare lead agency. 30 days has passed since you did that. We have received no responses objecting to this board declaring lead agency. I have prepared a resolution for your consideration that will have this board assume lead agency status and adopt a Part 2 environmental assessment form, identifying 4 areas of
Thank you.
potential impact as well as concerns of odor impacts to the surrounding recreational parkland. Additionally, the application has received response from Orange County Planning. We are still awaiting lighting details to be provided if any exterior lighting is proposed. We have requested a landscape plan. The applicant has indicated that the site is existing and they are not proposing landscape to be installed. We are noting that the Town of Warwick design guidelines for commercial buildings does require landscape buffers between the buildings and the roadway, as well as general landscape.
And that could be, we will set a site visit for this one, and I think we could discuss that out there. I think we could see where that would work the best. All right, comment number 2, applicant to discuss project.
Like you said, they're trying to use an existing building for indoor cannabis grow area. Yeah. There's no proposed
Comment 3, Conservation Board, no comments. Comments 4, Architecture Review Board, no comments received. Comments 5, Town of Warwick Building Department, no comments. Comment 6, Orange County Planning Department, 102325, environmental constraints, agricultural impacts, wetlands, water supply, stream protection, historical and archaeological sites, and traffic. And then we'll get to 7, Planning Board to determine if a site inspection is necessary. We talked about this at the work session. I think we should set up for a site inspection. I don't know what everybody's plans are.
Do it Monday night before
Well, if that's, I don't know if anybody, is everybody available? You want to do it like 5:30, 6 o'clock Monday night? Then we can bang that out and go to the party
This coming Monday?
this coming Monday.
the, it's dark early that night. Oh, yeah,
Let's do it at 5? Let's do it at 5.
it's dark.
I don't know. Bring a flashlight. I don't know what to say. There is lights down there. I mean, we're gonna look at, can we get inside the building also? And there's lights inside the building?
Brian, how does?
All right, I guess we're gonna have flashlights. But, let's do it at 5.
You wanna do it Sunday?
Yeah, you come on Sunday and do it with us.
I have hockey.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
what's gonna
We-
happen.
I mean, we could see where it is there. It ain't like it's destitute out in the middle of nowhere. Let's do 5.
It's dark at 4:30.
All right,
Why don't you do 4?
let's do 5. I think we'll be fine.
5 o'clock?
5 o'clock, we'll be fine. That work for everybody? No, perfect.
And you want to go get it.
Yeah, we want to go in and see it. All right. Time to put some lights up.
Can you talk to the owner about a lingering issue, and that's ownership of the roadway that cuts through the southwesterly portion of the property?
Yeah, so I'm sure that will be at the site visit.
Okay. Whether they'd be willing to grant an easement to the town for the continued use of that parcel, not the parcel, but the road, or whether they'd be willing to just convey it in fee by deed so the town owned it outright.
Okay. I'll talk to them and see. And I'll
Okay.
make sure that it's up.
So that means you're coming, Bob.
I was planning to be there. They could keep the triangle, but we'd like to do something about the road.
Keep the road. But, all right,
Where is the triangle?
what's that?
Where the sign is.
Okay, so comments, we'll set the site visit for Monday at 5. Comments 8 through 22 for the record. Let's get out there and see what we got, all right? All right, you're welcome. We'll be back. Sabilla subdivision, number 2, application for sketch plat review of a proposed 4-lot conventional subdivision situated on tax parcel, section 27, block 1, lot 116, parcel located on the southern side of Amity Road, 460 plus or minus feet west of County Route 1, number 7, Sky Sail Lane, in the RU zone of the Town of Warwick, previously discussed at the planning board meeting of 7/16/25. Representing the applicant. Yes. We could do that. Someone wanted, oh, I'm sorry, I get Max, we went right over seeker. So, for Organic Grow, we have a seeker document we can adopt tonight. Can we do that, please? Sorry about that. Yeah, I forgot about it. Yeah, we need to do that.
I'd like to propose a resolution adopting the federal environmental assessment form part 2 for an unlisted action, named action Organic Grow LLC. Whereas the Town of Warwick Planning Board is in receipt of an application for site plan and special use permit approval on Town of Warwick tax lot section 46, block 1, lot 34.232, located at 104 to 106 State School Road. The project site is within the office industrial zone. The applicant is proposing to reuse an existing 10,000 square foot institutional structure for indoor cannabis production and distribution. And whereas on October 15, 2025, the planning board noticed its intent to declare lead agency status to the following agencies and has since received no objections: Cannabis Control Board and Orange County Planning Department. And whereas the planning board has determined that the proposed project is an unlisted action and has identified the following areas of potential environmental concern: potential impacts on land, potential impacts on traffic, potential impact on existing
Is there a second? Any discussion?
Excuse me, I think there's a mistake here.
Okay.
I think it's assumes lead agency status and adopts the short environmental assessment form, but the resolution is adopting the full environmental assessment form, part two. Is that a typo?
It should be short environmental assessment form.
And at the top, on the caption at the top of the page?
Yeah, it should be at the top of the page.
Please read these things before you give them to us.
I have read this 3 times before.
Okay, so we have a second on the,
Yes.
okay, so Dennis, Bo, any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. All right, now, to Sibylla subdivision. We read that, Brian? You have a copy of the comments?
Yes.
Comment number 1, planning board to discuss seeker.
Yeah, so Sibylla subdivision, the board had adopted a resolution on July 16th to notice its intent to declare lead agency. The applicant provided full EAF Part 1. We have prepared a full EAF Part 2, identifying several areas of potential environmental impact, and provided a resolution for that purpose to you tonight. No response has been received from Orange County Planning for GML review. If any outdoor lighting is proposed, that has not yet been submitted. If any landscaping is proposed, that also has not yet been submitted.
Thank you. And we have a resolution tonight, Max, in our
Yes.
packet.
Yes.
Someone care to make a motion on that resolution?
I'll make a motion for a resolution adopting full environmental assessment form,
Yes.
part 2, unlisted action, name of action, Sibylla subdivision. Whereas the Town of Warwick Planning Board is in receipt of an application by Amy and Thomas Sibylla, project sponsor, for subdivision of a 35.7-acre property into 4 total lots with access from a shared driveway off of Skysail Lane, an existing private road, proposed action. And whereas on July 16, 2025, the planning board noticed its intent to declare lead agency status to the following agencies and has since received no objections: New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation, Orange County Planning Department, and Orange County Health Department. Now therefore be it resolved that the planning board hereby assumes lead agency status and classifies the action as unlisted. And be it further resolved that the lead agency adopts a full environmental assessment form, Part 2, as prepared by Nelson Cove Warwick, dated November 19, 2025, identifying the following areas of moderate or large environmental concern. Impact on land. The site contains steep slopes and exposed bedrock. The project sponsor proposes construction for more than 1 year. The project may result in soil erosion. Impacts on surface water. The site contains federal and DEC wetlands. The project may cause soil erosion or otherwise impact downstream water bodies. Impact on groundwater. The proposed action may require new water supply wells or create additional demand on supplies from existing water supply wells. The widening of the existing driveway may impact existing private wells in the vicinity of the project area. Impact on flooding. Project may exacerbate existing flooding on neighboring properties. Impact on plants and animals. The site has the potential to contain Indiana bats. Impact on agricultural resources. The project is located within an agricultural district. Impact on aesthetic resources. The project site is located within 5 miles of the Appalachian Trail, a federal scenic resource. Impact on historic and archaeological resources. The project may occur adjacent to a historic or archaeological resource. Impact on traffic. The project may degrade pedestrian and bicycle accommodations and add traffic to an existing private road at Scottsdale Lane. It does not meet town road standards and/or proposes the widening and use of a driveway that may be unsafe for existing and future users due to limited site distance. Consistency with community character. The proposed driveway may be inconsistent with the local natural character, particularly where stone walls and trees are disturbed. Be it further resolved that a determination of significance will be made at such time as the planning board has received all information it deems necessary to determine whether the action will or will not have a significant impact on the environment.
Is there a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Comment number 2, applicant to discuss project.
Said it's a proposed 4-lot subdivision. With this application, there's also improvements to the common driveway.
Comment number 3, Conservation Board, there's no comments received. Comments 4, ARB, no comments received. Number 5, Orange County Planning Department, 5/20/25. Advisory comments on coordinating with Orange County Department of Health. Location of test pits should be included on site plans. Limited tree clearing to protect Indiana bat. Number 6, Town of Warwick Building Department, 5/2/25, no open permits or violations. Number 7, Planning Board to schedule a site inspection when appropriate. And that is, this one, I know we've been there before, but I think we should do it again. But this one's probably gonna have to be like on a Saturday or something. I don't know if you wanna set it tonight, or, I don't know, what's the board's pleasure? I mean, Thanksgiving is coming, usually after Thanksgiving, people are away, so I don't know if you wanna do it the week following that, on a Saturday? I mean, a calendar, weather permitting, is there a calendar, that we can do that, we have a calendar up?
Saturday, December 6th.
Is that is the first one after Thanksgiving?
First one we don't
29th?
There's
You're away.
29th, yeah.
Okay, so then we'll set it for the 6th, weather permitting? What time works for everybody? Morning? 9?
Saturday.
Yeah, 9 or 10? Any preference?
At
Okay.
9?
9?
Want to do 10? You can do some.
I don't care. It's up to you guys. What do you want to do, 9 or 10? All right, do 10.
Do 10?
Yep. All right,
Just send my invitation, that's all.
yeah. So, and then comments 8 through 28 for the record. 10.
At 10 a.m.
10 a.m. All right? You're welcome. All right. Warwick Isle amended final approval, Section 1. Application for amended final approval for Section 1 for 7 proposed cluster lot subdivisions situated on tax parcel Section 3, Block 3, Lot 5, and Lot 32. Old tax parcel, Section Block, and Lot 316212. Parcels located on the northern side of Merritt's Island Road at the corner of County Route 1 in the SL Zone, the Town of Warwick, County of Orange, State of New York. Conditional final approval was granted on 4/6/11. The final maps for Section 1, 7 cluster lot was finalized on 4/3/24. Representing the applicant.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. Kurt Rocker, together with Mr. and Mrs. Spoker.
You have a copy of the comments. Comment number 1, Planning Board to discuss seeker.
So this application originally received a negative declaration on April 6, 2011. The changes proposed for the application are de minimis. We have prepared a resolution and are recommending it for the board's consideration that would reaffirm your original negative declaration.
Perfect. Someone care to make a motion on the resolution reaffirming negative declaration?
Propose a resolution reaffirming the negative declaration of the action of Warwick Isle, amending final approval, Section 1, whereas on or around CRR 617, determining that no significant adverse environmental impact would result from the proposed action, and that an environmental impact statement would not be required. And whereas the planning board finds that the proposed project changes are insignificant and do not substantially affect the conditions and circumstances related to its prior determination. Now therefore be resolved, the planning board reaffirms and makes a declaration of environmental significance previously adopted in connection with the above referenced action.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Comment number 2, applicant discuss project.
Warwick Isle, as the board is aware, is a 33-lot cluster subdivision. 3 of those lots were supposed to be affordable homes. The map was proposed to be filed in 3 sections, with 1 affordable house in each section. Mr. and Mrs. Bogert are currently building section 1, and in section 1, lot 5 was identified as the affordable home. Those initial lot identifications were done by me, the prior owner of the property, without a whole lot of consideration given to where the lots were placed. So in section 1, there's a lot 32 that comes under Town Road, and the voters would like to move the affordable home from lot 5 to lot 32. Thinking that would just be a better use of that piece of land.
And as we discussed at the work session, I think the board agrees. I think that lot is perfect for that. I think it fits well. So, number 3, Conservation Board comments, no comments. 4, ARB, no comments received. Number 5, Orange County Department of Health granted approval for Section 1 of this subdivision on August 5th, 2022 for water supply and sewage disposal. Drawings will need to be re-signed.
Yes.
6, Section 16446J, 100C, affordable units must be located in areas that are not less desirable than any market rate units and must be equally accessible to public amenities. The planning board may consider financial hardship and development costs when determining feasibility. Applicant to include this note on the plans.
Okay. As far as just adding the language of the note, yes.
Yeah,
And at some point, we want you to articulate just what the hardship is. Doesn't have to be anything too complicated, but something.
but is it a hardship? I think the lot they're putting this house on isn't really a hardship for the applicant. I think it makes sense.
I think there's 2 parts to it, right? One is the lot, and then the other part was the cost of construction.
Right, it's both.
Okay, I get it,
So
okay.
part 2,
It's both.
stay tuned, it's coming up next. Bob is prepared to speak to that.
Okay, great.
All right, perfect. Number 7, Section 16446J, 100D, affordable units must be integrated into development and match market rate designed units in design, appearance, and quality. Feasibility will be evaluated based on financial and economic factors. Applicant must confirm compliance.
That's coming.
So we'd like to ask the board then to waive the necessity of equal, the wording of equal materials used. As you know, there's a whole calculation that we can actually, sell this unit for. Right now, when we do the math, we can really only sell this house for less than $400,000. And we've estimated our cost to build this house around $650,000, which is a substantial loss to us. So we will obviously make the house look the same as the others, but we'd like to use some more economical materials and supplies to help with that hardship.
That seems absolutely acceptable.
Do we have some manner to make a table that would be comparative? So that, for instance, and I'm just talking through my hat now because I'm not in this business, but whereas the market would ordinarily visualize a granite countertop, but that would cost X amount of dollars. But visually, using a composite, synthetic, whatever is the appropriate language, has a very similar appearance or aesthetic, but would cost X minus something. Is that something you can put together so that we've got something more than just sort of vague we're gonna, make it look the same but cost less.
We did plan to put together like a spec sheet.
Oh, yeah, I think that's exactly what you're looking
When
for.
we submit the
Per-
whole house to be approved by the town before it's built.
And,
Is that not
Yeah.
right?
since this is new to us, it might be helpful to have, if not actual samples of materials, then something that a salesman carries with him when he's trying to sell you the materials. You know what I'm saying? So that we're not in a position of somebody in the future coming, man, you guys got it wrong, they pulled the wool over your eyes. So I'd like to have as much assurance as I can from my own experience and observation, so that I'm comfortable with it. That's my answer.
It's a tricky issue, and timing is also tricky, because that house isn't going to be built next week or next month, or probably within 6 months. The mechanism that has been discussed, and there's a lot of flexibility here, is that the applicant doesn't want to build a house that doesn't conform to the requirements of the law either. They don't want to get halfway through it only to find out that we have an issue. So we think a mechanism that would work would be submission of plans and specifications together with the contract and the contract price to the town supervisor, who would run the numbers, make sure the price that the house is being offered complies with the affordable home requirements, number one. And number two, that the plans and specifications materially conform to the decision of this board, which gives them a little bit of flexibility.
So you're saying the supervisor's gonna cover my butt?
That's one way of looking at it, but,
But
you know,
I think to
but-
Dennis's point, I get that it goes to the town board. I don't think the supervisor makes the final call. It's a town board, correct?
we're open to suggest, I say we.
Wow.
I
Put
say
an attorney
we.
on the spot, that's a first.
I say we, this is the first one coming online, right?
This will be the first one.
So,
Well, I think-
everybody's open to suggestions and ideas. I don't know if we all want to start looking at swatches of
I don't
kitchen
think-
countertops,
I don't think,
right?
I think Dennis was asking, though, if a kitchen's gonna cost you in one of the general market homes you're selling for $900,000, that kitchen is a $45,000 kitchen, or $50,000 kitchen, whatever, to put that type. But okay, so in this house, now it's a $15,000 kitchen because of this. Instead of custom oak cabinets, it is off-the-shelf presswood. I don't know what, kitchen cabinets I have in my house. Let's get back into that conversation. But,
We have 33 beautiful houses for sale.
wow. I think I gotta put my name in for the lottery. Anyhow, the,
Actually fit the criteria, at least. The hats are there, but you make too much money.
okay. I think instead of a hardwood floor, maybe the vinyl floor. That's what I think we're looking for, is we're just, that's all. I'm sure Kirk, your engineer, can provide that with no time at all.
General categories of where savings would be.
Yes, bathrooms, instead,
Siding,
yeah, I mean, I think the outside you gotta make look,
That's a good idea.
right? That way there, we provide it to this board, we have something as a basis, as Dennis pointed out, that we, don't worry, I won't take you out. But,
You're decontenting it.
Yeah,
You're-
that-
You're showing off a similar house, looks kind of.
but the inside is just a little different. It's
Lesser material.
It's economics, that's all.
Not a luxury material.
It's in the,
Yeah, I mean, the type of how you guys understand the goal of this project too is to bring a luxury product, a luxury house and high efficiency and all this. And, so when we look at what we want to put in these homes or what the sort of target is for these homes is going to be a bit different
sure.
than what we can quite frankly afford to put in the affordable.
I'll take a
houses.
picture in my house, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But seriously,
Right.
that's
So
something.
We're even going, how detailed do you want that list to be is.
I think, I would think you're more general, okay, a bathroom in the main house is X number of dollars because of this, and this. The bathroom in this house, well, you're not putting in, I don't know, whatever, a cast iron clawfoot tub.
Right.
You're putting in a standard, whatever they are, I don't know what they're made of, plastic or, you know, pressed tub or something. You know, you're not putting in the high-end stuff. You know, that's just something to that effect.
The only thing that concerns me a bit is using actual dollars.
Well, then use
This
the,
might not happen for 2-3 years.
we understand that. We're just trying to, use percentages then.
Use percentages.
Yeah. I think Dennis, and I'm not speaking for Dennis, just wants something to say, yeah, well, we looked at it. We understand the economics of it, that's all. And I agree with that. All right? Make it happen, Kirk. Should have brought it tonight. Unbelievable.
Slack.
Yeah, well, and you know, with all the money he makes, right? Touche, Kirk. Wow.
Just to think,
You two could be neighbors.
All right, what was that?
You two could be neighbors.
That's true. Well, he could buy the big fancy one, I'll get the other one. You see how that works, Bob? But it's not a farm, I just can't do what I want. I don't know if I can do that.
That's right.
All right,
Farm lots, that's not affordable.
wow,
No, I just realized.
That's right.
all right. No, I definitely can't afford that. No, if I had Connie's salary. Number 8, all notes referencing that Lot 5 was affordable home must be updated to indicate that Lot 32 is now the affordable home, i.e. marketing plan, notes on the plan, including the affordable home note, etc.
Yes.
9, the table associated with section 16446J 100E shows that affordable unit 1 must be built after market rate unit 10 has been built. Affordable unit 2 must be built after market rate unit 23 has been built. And affordable unit 3 must be built after market rate unit 24 has been built. On sheet 1, please add the timing of when the affordable houses are required to be constructed to the plans.
I'll add the table, and I'm not intimately familiar with it, but Bob seems to think that the conversation he had with Mr. Krahulik and Jesse, the first one was 15 and 17.
I ran the numbers once, I'd have to go find that spreadsheet. Laura ran the numbers, and I think she came up with slightly a different count. So you understand the concept, we'll all have to,
Well, let's verify. No, we understand that. So if that note has
We'll
to
iron that
change,
out.
we'll deal with it. Number 10, section 16446J 100I2, the planning board will require compliance with affordability rules as a condition of the special use permit. A deed rider must be executed, and the certificate of occupancy will not be issued until the deed restriction is recorded. Applicant to include this note on the plans. 11, the same declarations for Warwick Isle, section 1, must be submitted as part of this application. Drainage easements, aquifer protection notes, agricultural protection notes, model home notes, open space notes, sectionalizing plan note, homeowners association note, no further subdivision, etc.
When you say submit, you just want copies of all those, Laura?
Yes, because this,
Because they're all referenced on the cover page, or they're all recorded.
right, but in Connie's world, this is a completely separate application, so it should have
Wow,
a
your
copy
world.
of all
Your
those
world.
notes.
That was a nice edit. Number 12, surveyor to certify that iron rods have been set at all property corners, completed as part of the section 1 filed map.
It was complete.
13, payment of parkland fees for section 1, completed as part of the section 1 filed map. 14, posting of appropriate bonds, performance bond, stormwater maintenance, and 3-year landscape bond, that was completed as part of section 1 filed map, and payment of all fees. All right. Any board members have any comments, concerns? So, Bob, what we're doing is, we're just approving the amended final approval of section 1. A public hearing is not required for this, right? Or we need to waive it?
are you going for 2 and 3 at the same time?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
So, do we need to waive a public hearing is what I'm asking?
Well, you need to waive it if we're gonna waive it.
Well, I don't see
The
the,
question is, can we waive it?
I believe we can, because nothing's really changing here except that one lot where the affordable home
Have you
is.
sold any of the lots yet? I don't think you need a public hearing.
Okay. Someone care to make a motion to waive the public hearing for the Warwick Isle amended final approval of section 1? Is there a second? Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Someone care to make a motion for amended final approval for section 1?
I can make a motion for amended final approval for section 1 for 7 proposed cluster lot subdivision situated on tax parcels, section 3, lot 2, lot 5, and lot 32, old tax parcel, section block of lots 3-1-6.212. Parcels located on the northern side of Merritt Island Road at the corner of County Route 1 and Castle Road.
15.
The Town of Warwick, County of Warren,
5 through 15. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nice Thanksgiving.
You too, enjoy.
Bye.
Other considerations, planning board minutes of the last 10, 15, 25 for planning board approval. Is there a second? Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. 2, planning board to discuss canceling the 11/24/25 work session and planning board meeting of 12/3/25. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Correspondence, I don't believe we have any correspondence this evening. Just one thing I'd like to bring up on Black Walnut, that's the Thunderbird Farms. We discussed at our work session, the applicant requested a meeting. Laura, Bob, myself was in it. They are going to, we discussed the parking, the wood chips, their protected area per se. They're going to go to SHPO to see what they say about the parking and the wood chips on there for the overflow parking. Talked about, as we talked about the work session, putting a note on the plans, if there is a commercial kitchen. But it was, and after looking at the project, the parking area, and Laura, you got to verify this, they were very adamant that the initial parking area, that's item 4, it meets all the requirements for the parking for the, quote, restaurant, eating establishment.
Based on the number of spaces, not necessarily the material.
That's absolutely correct. Personally, I think, and we can discuss this at a later date, I just want to inform the board where we are. I think the gravel there will be fine at this point in time. If it, I don't know, it's something the board has to think about, whether you want asphalt.
Can I jump in?
Absolutely.
One thing that was discussed, I don't know if the applicant necessarily agreed to this yet, was a condition or a note on the map that said if they install a commercial kitchen inside, they first have to come back to get amended site plan approval from the planning board. This way it starts out low-key with sort of that farm market feel, and before they escalate the operation to the next level, we can take a second look at it and maybe require curbing and blacktop and other more formal.
Can we actually compel that? Could they look at you and go, yeah, no?
Well, then
You can't compel that, but you could say, well, then you know what, we're going to require all these improvements right up front.
Yeah,
So
if
get the
they-
blacktop machine running, and
Okay.
they're the ones looking for a concession, right, not us, so
Yeah,
they want a
so
concession.
just a heads up, that's why they were off the agenda this evening. Didn't feel it was worth it to bring them on, to charge them for what we talked about there. All right. Privilege of the floor for agenda items. Seeing none, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed, motion carried. Don't forget about the site visit Monday and party after.
What part? I forgot about the party.
Bob, you don't forget about any party, huh?